9:33 right now, and hundreds of colleges across New York State making it more affordable for high school seniors to apply by waiving those fees until, well, October 31st. Was that yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay.
So if you missed the application window, there are still ways for high school seniors to save on those college application fees. Here to walk us through some of the tips and tricks in the application process is college advisor Dr. Cynthia Colon. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Very important because, like Dan said, we missed the
time.
window.
Missed the window.
And we know that a lot of high schoolers are known to procrastinate. So what are the tips and tricks to navigating that deadline if it was missed?
So good question. So there are still 5 ways to get a fee waiver. You want to Google SUNY fee waiver eligibility. And the first one, financial hardship. So for example, a family of 4 making under $55,000 is going to qualify. If you're applying to the Educational Opportunity Program, EOP, you can apply to up to 7 colleges for free. There's also a list of hundreds of high schools that will also qualify, like Bronx Haven, Flushing, Harlem Prep, Brooklyn Collegiate, just to give a few.
Yeah.
If you're transferring, you have a 2-year degree, and you're going to a 4-year, 7 colleges, and then also military.
Okay.
If you're a spouse of or child of.
So, and before deciding which colleges maybe to send all those applications to, because it could get costly, right? Is there a way to, or advice to whittle it down? Or is it kind of just cast a wide net and see what happens?
Well, you want to whittle it down, meaning you want to sort of take a look at what your GPA is and figure out where you're going to want to apply based on the average accepted GPA, right? And so I found a range of 2.71 to 4.1. And so if you're looking at a college that admits average 3.5, you don't want to be you want to be 2 points lower or 2 points higher to be competitive. You also want to really just align your values with what the college wants. And so looking at it from a standpoint of what am I looking for in a college, small, medium, diversity, research, whatever, and align your values with that.
Right. Now, Cynthia, you know there are so many myths about the college application process. Like, is there a formula? Are these institutions really looking for the cream of the crop? Or is there perhaps a way to maybe cheat the system? Like maybe if you're not as strong academically, maybe you join more clubs and boost your extracurricular?
Well, there are a number of things. So first of all, there is a myth that they're looking for just the best.
Right.
But really, again, to go back to, every college has their own institutional needs and priorities. And so for each college is going to be different. So again, if you can align and figure out what you are looking for, then you want to use that 30-40-30 rule. 30% of the colleges you apply to should be your realistic reach colleges, 40% your 50-50 and target colleges, and 30% your likely colleges. But again, start with what you're looking for, not just the pretty, perfect, and the prestigious.
Okay, yeah. And, you know, I always, because the SAT score is becoming, is it true that the rumor is that that's becoming less important to everything else?
Well, so the SAT, testing and academics are one piece.
Right.
And the truth is, 50% or more of every applicant pool are all equally academically qualified.
Right.
So really the difference comes from involvement versus impact leadership. So involvement is like, you know, your clubs, diversity club, mock trial, combined with athletics and performing arts. That's going to get most students admitted to 75% or more colleges. But for those colleges like Cornell, Columbia, Barnard, Vassar, NYU, top 100, under 30% acceptance rate, they're looking for impact leadership. How are you impacting your community, your family, your school, the state of New York? That's going to be the difference maker.
Okay, so just the balance. So nothing will really count against you as long as you kind of spread it out.
No, and then also the testing is, most schools are test optional now. And so it's really a choice.
What a change
I know,
when we apply. I know.
When we applied, come on, we all had to take it. So it's a big change, and I think an advantage on the students' part.
How much time should we be dedicating to this college application process? I have some friends who have kids going their junior year, senior year, and it's like a part-time job for them, just doing the application process. Is that realistic?
I say to my partner, I'm like, this is a temporary part-time job. The sooner you can start, the better. So I'm going to be real with the numbers. It can take anywhere from 8 to 80 plus hours, just the application process, depending on how many you're applying to, what they require, all of that. So if you're a senior just starting the process right now, it's going to take 4 to 8 hours a week to meet your deadlines. If not, if you're a junior, I recommend the summer before senior year.
So is this getting more rigorous?
I feel like it is.
I feel like it is.
Well, listen, applying to college is not hard.
Right.
Don't confuse, it's tedious and time consuming. The hard part is going to class every day,
Right.
getting the grades, putting in the hours of preparation to get to this point.
Yeah.
So we get here, don't give up just because it's time consuming. There's a difference there. You've already put in the hard work.
All right. When
Dr.
we have
Cyn-
kids, we'll have to quit our jobs just to try to get them in college.
Start saving now for it too. It's like, that's how everybody, what do we want to get gifts? And like money for college.
Yep.
Dr. Cynthia Colon, great to have you here with these
Thank you.
important tips.
Thank you
Always
so
stress extracurriculars. Do your extracurriculars, all right?